rock drills. Good times.
Yeah, boy.
So it's an air rock drill. It's got an air compressor down the hill, and it hooks up to this thing, and it blows air through the bit while it's drilling, so that it clears all the dust and debris out of the hole. And periodically you have to shut off the operation to just air it out, but otherwise it'll get stuck.
Just like a jackhammer, instead of jacking down,
Right.
it actually gives it a hammer action and spin. So.
Hey, Mike.
What am I?
My pencil pull. Keep losing my pencils.
Morning.
Hey, good morning. How you doing? Thought I'd start off Monday morning getting the guys some tacos, so they'll be motivated all week, hopefully.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
So you had another hose.
We've had the excavators with the 5,000-pound hammers on this corner right there, and honestly, you know, these little, like you said, little electric drills trying to drill into it wasn't cutting it, so that was a great solution, Boone. I mean,
Yeah, definitely. It
looks like
works.
you're just beating the rock into submission.
Exactly.
So this is the layout, and this is where we so it's oriented correctly. Well, this little bump out right here, that's the corner we set right there. Well, this little section right here, I was going, you know what, that'd be really cool to put a door right there and walk out, and this would be a cool so the wine cellar could actually be could go like an L. It could fill up this entire area right here.
So are you gonna? Can you do anything about leaving some exposed rock?
Well, that's
in
what
the
I was.
background?
That's what I'm thinking about doing. Is so
Around the corner is beautiful.
So what I'm thinking is around the corner, what we're gonna have to do is dig out some of that dirt up top, and with a mini, just kind of scrape it down, get it out of the way,
Yeah.
and then come along and put an I-beam across, and then put the walls back in. And I said, and what's neat about that is what my worry was, is that water will seep through this rock naturally, no matter what you do.
Right. Right.
And so if we put the retaining wall on the outside like we're going to do anyhow, and then put another retaining wall on the inside, you've created an area where the water won't seep into the house, but you have a wine room where the water technically could seep.
Yeah.
We'll put the French drain and all that. My wife was like, hey, why don't you put a dehumidifier in there that turns on automatically so it doesn't get moldy and all that?
All right.
And I go, well, heck yeah. Why not maximize this exposed rock face, make not just a little old wine room, but let's put a wine gallery in, and
You know, to match this beautiful house.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's already excavated, just because, you know, when you're on those machines, man, you're just going to town. Kind of like you on the jackhammer, you just can't stop.
Just go. So I'm on it.
Exposed rock is cool. It's on a 30-degree incline, and this is the back of the house where the retaining wall's got to go.
Right.
So technically it comes right through here, which is great, but what we got to do is run that up structurally, and it's got to support the stuff above it, and then you have to look above and say, okay, what is being supported above? So I have to buy some I-beams and connect it with our retaining wall, hold all that stuff up, and create an environment where you're looking at this.
Can't we weld I-beams coming off the main beam?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. So we're gonna pretty much on line that we've got set here, we're gonna go ahead and put an I-beam going. So we'll build a concrete corner here. I-beams going that way and I-beams going this way,
Right.
and you can get exposed rock on both these places.
There you go.
And then you've got a door here and a door there, and if there's enough room, which it looks like there may be where you can kind of connect it all the way around.
Right.
And so, and then with all that exposed rock, you can do cool things with wine bottles, and then you can get the grotto going with the rock and the arches, and you know, just
Be a little hangout, yeah.
Yeah, a little place to go in there, you know, and drink wine and show off your, you know,
Yeah.
fine wine collection.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I see what y'all did. It looks awesome.
So, let me show you Big Mike's idea.
Yeah.
What he wants to do. So Big Mike, this is what he wants to do. So we're gonna run this like 2 feet out.
Yeah.
Okay. And brace here.
Uh-huh.
Of course, we're gonna have braces here. Okay.
Yeah.
Here, here, and then here, up here.
Yes.
This is a good idea. I love this. And then we're gonna put some supports here in the center going down.
Yeah.
And over here, we're gonna have another one of these 2x6 going also all the way down, and then we're gonna brace it.
Yep.
And then put some maybe 2x4s going back bracing this.
Yeah.
I mean, that should freaking hold.
Yes. So this right, exactly what y'all did right here.
Yeah.
Every joint, see, like that's a weak spot, right?
Right.
So either you put one right in the middle of the joint, like a 2x6.
Yeah. I couldn't put one out here because this.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
of this, but
We're gonna run a shoe all the way across.
Yeah.
That way it
And then the way we're going to build the retaining walls in the next phase in 2 weeks is you do exactly this.
Yeah.
And then what you do is you come along and you take a 2x4 and they cross all the gaps. So we get 2x4x16s, they want to run it all the way across.
Yes.
And they sit double like this, and they run across, and they usually start bottom, about every 2 feet they do it. And so when you go even higher, what they do is they end up like every foot they do the 2x4s across, and then they go to 2 feet. But on our application here, because we have a really good brace, is that we can go ahead and do probably, because this is braced really well on the bottom, you could probably do one, probably just get away with one here in the middle, you know, and then one in the top.
One on top. Yeah, we're gonna just run.
Yeah, and so you could run them like this, but you got to think it's kind of weak like that. So if you ran it flat like that, put one going, you know, vertical flat. Does that make sense for the bending moment? So you do like you do.
Yeah, but then put one here.
So you got your board like this, right? However you want to do it, and then you put one on top of it that the 2x4 sticks out, so it can't bend. Does that make sense? Because even this can bend. I know it does sound like it will, but it will. Because up top it's not going to bend, but down here it will because of the pressure. And these bolts are cool. It's quick, easy release. But
So you mean like this? Right?
exactly, just like that. Just like that. Yep. And then you can tie it in right here underneath. I would tie it in your support structure there. It would go underneath, and that way it can't
You don't
bend.
want them on the side. Right?
Yeah. And so what they're doing, like I said, on these, what we're going to do on the retaining walls over there, we're just going to take 2x4s, and we're just going to lay them two like this. And the reason you do that is you get the Texas ties that go in between, and you get the shoes that you hammer in there, and you set it exactly a foot apart. And so they'll do that, and we'll do actually 4 of those, because they actually won't even be embracing on the foundation. The wall's going to be self-supporting. So we'll set one side like batter boards, get it nice, make that structural on the back side, and then we'll come along, do all the steel, and then we'll put these boards on the front, and do like I said, the Texas ties and the steel tabs in between, and the shoes that you come along and tap it just right. And that way, they've got a little plastic thing on the inside that keeps it from getting any closer and also from going any further apart. And they just go every foot, approximately. And so so that's what we're doing here. And then, like you said, you got that, and then you run it back, tie it down to your deal here. And so, like this straightway, this straight is perfect. You have this 2x4 that runs into the board. Yeah, stuff like this I don't like.
Oh yeah.
So the reason for that is what we had is that's just nails holding it, and so the nails can come out. So it needs to be against something solid that will not move. Yeah, right on. Yep, it's like all those right there.
Yeah.
They need to go back into the board.
Yeah.
And since they're already nailed down, you can.
Well, we'll put our other support right here.
Yeah. Yeah. So every time you do it, you got to trim it off at a 45, and it's got to go straight and hold it back right there. Yep. And that way, this thing will hold back a lot. And we won't have any problems with anything busting open. And our big problem is that we were nailing into salt, rock again, and the boards was popping out. And then, but this time, that's why I put the bolts down to hold it. But otherwise, looks good. All right, guys. Who made it, man?
Me, James, and Ryan.
Okay. Kyle,
he's on the way. He's still on the way.
okay.
Not sure how far out he is.
Did you guys get your own car this time?
Yes, Ryan got his own. I am waiting till next week. So this week is going to be my week to build the cash. Next week I'll have my truck, insurance, everything on the truck.
Nice. Very good. Get you, man.
Yeah, trying.
Get your own transportation. That's good.
Trying. Thanks. Hey, thanks to you and this job.
Yeah.
It's been helping out a lot.
Okay. All right. You get your tacos, and then we're gonna get after it. So what I'm thinking is come up with a plan to divide and conquer. So we've got to dig the septic hole. We'll be working on that. We got to work on the next door neighbor's wall, which I can show y'all what to do there. I'm gonna get the skid steer over here, move this pile of dirt because it's now in the wine room, and put it right there so that we can push it over the hill. Yes, Justin, question.
I would like to clear it past, so maybe
That's a great idea.
we can get them to start hauling the pipe down the hill.
Yep, exactly.
So I get to the septic tank.
Okay, so we could maybe get the skid steer over here and move this dirt pile. Originally, next time we have it dumped, let's have them dump it right here.
Yeah.
That way it's easier for us to move.
Yeah.
He'll argue about that, but yeah, we try.
Yeah.
He doesn't like to back up.
I know. Man, they're all prima donna self-truckers.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, you're so important.
I know.
But just dump the dirt. We'll move it. So, moving dirt. We're going to move this pile right there, and then that's where I'm going to get the 4 guys on the plastic. We'll probably double it up because it's a little bit thin on the 6 mil plastic. We'll double it up, have the 4 guys on it. We'll dump it down the hill, fold it over, and we'll start building bag layers. I'm going to come along and start striping out the house beams. I showed Boone just a little bit of where the house beams I want them to go for the structural, because you start looking up on the wood structure, we need support underneath that, and that's where the beams go. And then once we do that, we can get the mini over here. We can also dig back a couple of the beams, move the dirt, finish up the form boards. So how we break everybody up, we need some people working on the dock. We need guys sandbagging. So it's almost like we need 5 crews, five teams of 3 guys, and just break it up and go.
The only situation we got with working on the dock right now was for that air rock drill. We're using the compressor,
Okay.
so yeah, but we at least get the material down there.
Okay.
And get that shit.
Yeah, that's right. We also got to hump that material down.
And then once we get those beams marked out, like you said, for Boone, then he can finish drilling the holes up here.
Yeah.
With that, and then we can get the air compressor down there.
All right. So 3 of y'all, I think Robert and Gavitt. So in between us and me, there's 5 of us to run teams. We'll start working on that. So
cool. Well, I can handle the excavator for now. Then once
Okay.
we get the dirt moved, then we'll get the dudes hauling metal down there.
Okay, perfect.
Whatever.
And I'll go show you where to start digging on
Cool.
the hole. And
Yeah.
I'll hop on the Bobcat. Mike,
You want me to start on the wall? What do you want?
how about let's hold off on that wall down there? Let's just focus on this and get some traction.
Got
Because believe it or not, we got a concrete poured in 10 days. We got nothing.
Another one.
Yep.
Another concrete pour.
Another.
I know, it's nonstop, right? Like a broken record.
You said it's going to be 10 to 12. Well, you weren't lying.
I wasn't lying.
It's rocking along.
All right, so let's get the baggers going here, and we just need tons of bags, and then we'll get the plastic set up. So how about Jay and James? You guys go grab the bags, and we'll set up right over here and start making sandbags. I'll go get the skid steer. Those guys are working on the back wall. We may want to grab one of those dudes off to help y'all, and then there we go. So
Now, are you going to be up? I'm going to stage the bags. Where are you going to be pushing this? You're going to be pushing this dirt back, right?
well, what I want to do is just get the skid steer over, right? Make a little path right there. Just
Right.
get over it, move this out of the way, so then they can form this up, and then I can come over here and we can start rolling the dirt.
If we start building bags, where would they be out of the way? Like over here?
The only place out of the way right now is in that corner.
That corner. Right.
Yep. And I got to cut right through there, but right where they're walking is where I got to drive the skid steer over.
Right.
That sounds like a good.
Film over.
Sounds like a good plan. And then as soon as we get that done, we got to get all this out of the way. The idea is put them in form boards.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Ready, break.
Wait, 1, 2, 3. What?
Go team.
Yeah, just a little triangle
If
right
we
here.
can kind of dig this out right here, just right through here, and if you make a swale on out, and we can even, if we need to, we can even put a little retaining wall in here, after the fact with some rock, and make it look nice.
Oh, okay, so you just want me to dig a line, basically.
Just kind of dig it out so it gets
Okay.
down. See how it's all low where that is? we can get that
Yeah,
down.
but I'm saying all of this or just a line.
Well, maybe if I get some paint and help you out.
Oh, you could just tell me a line or
Yes.
all this stuff. Okay, a line, right? A line right here,
Yeah.
or dig from here over.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So yeah, I'm just saying
Simple.
if you kind of start digging, just kind of bring it down. So bring all this down to so where water could flow out of there.
Gotcha.
And then and see, it does not have a natural flow. So honestly, right where that bucket is, it's probably pretty good. The height is good there. So you just kind of digging it all down to there.
Okay.
And then as far as the septic tank, it really sits. Remember I told you the French drain comes right through here and stops about right here.
Okay.
Stops there. So this is the spot that we can kind of dig out. And you're going to dig it out. And maybe what you want to do is just put it over there for now. And then we're going to put it right back in the hole.
Okay.
Lumber prices are absolutely spiking right now. Again. Damn. So today I'm buying all of our lumber 2 months early.
Oh,
and
nice.
so we got to get this all nice and flat right here. And then we're going to store the entire house lumber right here stacked on top of each other. We're going to get tarps, and so we need it flat.
Okay.
So if we can make this as flat as possible after you start digging, and then we'll have to mess with that septic after we move the lumber. So that's just the way it is. I don't have any place to put this wood.
Okay.
So,
gotcha.
So I say, imagine 6,500 square foot of house lumber.
Yeah.
Right here. It's a lot. It's a lot of material.
We're getting the septic, and we're gonna put the septic
That's-
in.
that's why I'm
and
just
then
like,
fill
you know-
it, and then set the wood on top of the pile of dirt.
Well, the only reason I want to dig on the septic is you got granite right here, and this machine can dig, and so I don't
Yeah.
want to rent this thing again.
Yeah, I know it's pricey.
So this thing's astronomical per week per month. So if we could just kind of utilize it while we got it.
Gotcha. And where am I putting all this dirt?
So what I'm thinking is dig the hole,
Put
and
it
then
all
we'll
over
fill
there,
it back in,
and then we'll just
And then we can get-
dig that when we fill that.
and then we can get a cheap machine in here, you
Okay.
know, and then we just move it out.
And how deep am I going with the septic?
6
deep as I can?
7 feet.
6 to 7 feet. Okay.
So ideally, I'll get the paint for you real quick, but it's just going to be a square
10
hole.
by 15.
10 by 15. So yeah, 15. That pipe's in the way, but 15 and 10 wide. So these big, you gotta imagine these big concrete tanks that go in the ground for septic, and there's 2 of them. I mean, 2,000 gallons.
Okay.
That's a lot of poopy water.
Yeah, and then eventually work on the little water main too, like.
Yeah, and like I think with the water main, I think we can be shut once we move that rock out of the way for the landscape. We'll be able to. I think we can get a small machine in here and lay it, because I have to rent another machine because when they put the pole in next week, I got to trench 2 feet deep all the way back for conduit, and that's a good machine to trench right here. So what I may end up doing with the water line is just coming around and going around this rock and just tying it in and just leaving it as natural, because that grade is.
Oh, okay.
You know what? I'm gonna get the paint for you. I'm gonna show you exactly where to cut. Because I think if we leave that high and we just gonna make a nice swell out, I think we can do a nice. I think we can do a really cool retaining wall here, because
Gotcha.
it'll be. When I think a landscaping wall, it'll come right through here and around, and so that'll look real nice. But it'll be functional to get for water drainage away from the house.
Okay, perfect.
And then we can also use it for our water line cut. Awesome.
Cool. Well, yeah, I'll check them out.
No timeouts.
Come on, man. Let's move the real deal.
No timeouts. All right.
done this pulled pipe, definitely laid pipe, but never pulled pipe. All right, get another one. Try to get that one. Got my best guys on it.
I can't imagine why.
Put our crown on top now. We pushed it back, so now we're trying to push it back that way to get it level. It's wear me out.
Yeah, what's that, Mike? Right there, Mike, right there. Is there any way you can get it or no? You need help? Justin, can you go help Mike real quick?
It's shorting the boards up.
Oh shit. Well, you want to just brace it here and nail it, and then we'll work on those?
Something.
Okay. Yeah, just so we get it in there to hold it, and then we'll do the rest of them. Oh shit, where's he at? Not my jeans.
Go back.
Gotta go back?
Yeah, we need to go towards y'all.
Okay, hang on.
Don't nail it. Get around.
We're not nailing, we're knocking out. Oh my gosh.
Shit.
Okay, this bitch will sell.
Oh my god, dude.
Go, Chris.
I would love to see that.
A shirt on the other day called Sasquatch. Alright, that's pretty tight right there. That's pretty tight.
Just loop it across.
And then we're gonna start filling this in right here.
Okay, doing the sandbags?
Yeah.
Okay.
So well, I'll probably need 2, 3, 4 guys. They're gonna stand here with the plastic. We're gonna lay it out. I'm gonna get the mini, start putting it up.
Okay.
So this line right here, we're gonna take the plastic and we're gonna wrap it like a present. So we're gonna put the dirt in on top of the plastic, and then we're gonna fold it over. We're gonna fold it and then fold it, right? And then we'll do the next layer of dirt. And so we're gonna make layers. So right along this line, 6 feet,
Okay.
6.5 feet tall.
You got the Scotch tape, right?
I got the duct tape.
There you go.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna help them do that real quick, I guess. We're just gonna level that out. I'm
Oh, is that
helping
what you
nail
want
it.
them to do?
Yeah. And then I'll move the Bobcat. my way?
Okay, took him off.
Okay. Okay, you good? Okay, hang on. That should hold it in place.
Y'all good, guys? Y'all good, Justin?
Domnus, I got it held right there for now until we get other shit on there.
Now come back to the first one right here.
Huh?
Come to this one now.
Oh, that one's got to move too?
Yeah.
Alrighty, no.
Once we move this one, then we'll jump to the other side.
Y'all good right there?
Yeah, we're good right there.
This is racing.
I'm just not trying to impale myself in the butt with this damn rebar.
Say it again. Just make a pile so we can push it back in when we're done. So, wherever you dig it's fine. I would dig that edge first.
Okay.
Well, I guess it don't matter. But I'd dig that edge, and then I'd make a big pile here. And once you get digging through the rock, we're gonna pile it back in.
Yeah.
Just all we're trying to do is save excavation cost. Yeah. Okay. So wherever you want to put it, I guess right there, right where you got it. Cool.
More? Yeah, toward more. Coming.
All right, guys. Hey, split it.
Oh, it'll start splitting?
Edge. How much more do you need?
Or half an inch. What do we put it? Oh, fuck, this is motherfucker. Oh. Half an inch.
Half an inch.
So 98.
98 and a half.
98 and a quarter.
98 and a quarter.
and he's waiting on the big bags to fill. So I'd say pipe. Let's get this pipe out of here.
Sir, yes, sir. Yeah, I want to get like a block or something to set them all on. Yeah, and then we can hook them all. Make it easy. Oh, here comes Dutch.
Where'd James go?
Oh, James is pooping. Yeah, I guess.
I don't pay to poop.
Yeah, no shit. Especially our foods.
That's on your lunch break. All right, I guess it's lunchtime, right?
Is it?
One, I think.
All right, yeah, I'll go get some food.
Lunch break.
Not all good! Not good, Terry. Bag is full of sand! Come on.
And I'll be here tomorrow. It's gonna the big 5,000-pound hammer to break out all the rock. So now I need to actually look up the size of the tanks.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I'm gonna call that guy right now.
What, he already hit rock or what?
Oh yeah, he's down 4 feet and he won't dig.
What kind of?
And I'm like, you need to go to 4 or 5 feet.
Oh, hey, you can just have them popping up. No big deal.
Tank sticking out of the ground.
Got the best guy on it. I have to back up a little bit.
Dog is present. Oh, fuck yeah. Thank you, dog. There, dog.
No, it's steady.
Can you tilt the bucket down?
Perfect. All right, looking good.
Dude, no way.
It's 2:30. Hell yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about, crew dogs.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, y'all don't need food.
What's food? What the fuck? Yeah, we already ate breakfast. We already we worked for food. Tacos, where y'all go?
Hey, food's here.
Oh, yes.
All that talking that we don't need food.
One more, Chris.
I'm starving.
That's the power of heart, man. We don't. him.
This is where you get your muscles.
Get your rows at.
Who needs a gym? Mike?
Come to Bag's Gym. Sandbag all day for a low price of $5.99.
Yeah, it's called, what is it? Construction Fit.
CrossFit Construction.
Lacrosse. Construction lacrosse.
Hey man, this camera gets heavy after a while.
I need to get that dirt over there and right here in the center before I go today. I need to get it in here. That way we start building this up, okay? So we start doing this perimeter piece right through here, this little box, and then here in an hour or so, once y'all start building this thing up, we'll start getting the Bobcat and getting stuff filled in. Okay? Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, let's just scoot that over.
Or maybe move the dirt bucket right here. Y'all can just scoot it there, right?
Just that there, right?
Got my best guy on it. We got to get a better one than that, though. Like a, you know. So what? Get an extra truck for sandbags. And
We're definitely gonna
stuff?
need
At least
6
2 more.
I was gonna say 6 trucks for sure. 6 trucks, and then maybe we'll need 8.
Okay.
But then we'll have too much. So I think if we get, I think tomorrow all the guys working, I think we can knock out 6 trucks. And then we may need a little bit more.
Okay.
But once we get that in there, we can get that part of that pad built up over there, and then we can start working our way back, and we can get the next truck dumping here.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Well, yeah, if we get a non-prima donna dude to get it in here and dump it back there.
Ideally.
You know, but yeah, they all don't want to go past this point.
It's so weird.
Yeah, I've tried to be nice, talk to them a couple times about it, but
I guess they just don't want to turn in.
yeah, they don't like that turn. And just because there's a little dip, I had to go put extra dirt and pack it down for him.
Yeah, it has to be completely level.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He won't. He can't. His hydraulics won't work right.
Oh, the dumper.
Yeah, it wouldn't go.
Okay, I'll get torqued. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised the other day he had one tire just barely spinning over here, and he wouldn't. He'd bring it up, take it back down. And it may be a safety mechanism like we have on some stuff.
Yeah.
It's got to be level enough to dump.
All right. Well, you guys get. If I can, I'm going to take some of this material and help them dump it in with the Bobcat.
Man, Doug.
Yeah.
Get the bucket.
And I got the mini over there too.
Okay.
And
Yeah, you did.
It'll reach all the way out into that.
To help them dump it.